Welcome to part 2 of module 5. In this, we are going to add cost details and profit calculations to quotation template. And I'm going to open the code template 2 and use that for adding the cost sheet. Let me enter the password and I'm going to pick this information from the template available. I have left one column empty deliberately to create a separation between the quotation area of the template and the cost area of the template. And let's have a title, cost details. What are the columns we have? Supplier, so that it gives you information from which supplier you're going to buy this, mark percentage, unit cost, total cost, and the gross profit. This is the basic cost detail we are going to incorporate now. Later we will see how we can add the complex cost details into the quotation file. So let's say the supplier name is XYZ and unit cost is $85. So let me format this as dollar format. And another thing I would like to do is reduce the size of the code for the purpose of this demo. I'm going to delete these. So the total cost is going to be unit cost multiplied by the quantity. The gross profit is selling price less cost. Let's put 25% as markup percentage to arrive at our selling price. In our previous code, we had manually entered these selling prices. Now we will calculate using our cost details. So we are using 25% markup on our cost to arrive at selling price. Let me copy this data to all other product lines. The last one is cabling and installation charges. So normally it is done by the company staff, so there is no cost associated unless the company has a policy to associate a cost even to installation charges. In that case, you can assign a cost over here. Let's write the formula for selling price. So in this particular case, selling price is 25% more of the cost price, which is unit cost. So let's write our formula is equal to unit cost multiplied by 100% plus the percentage margin. So this gives us the selling price of 106.25. However, we would like to round off this number and we will use the ceiling function to round off the number. So if I have to edit this formula and use it for ceiling, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type ceiling, open bracket, comma, and give multiple of 5. So the original portion which we had calculated is the number which needs to be ceilinged to a multiple of 5, and we press enter. So you get 110. Another way of doing this, if you cannot manually edit the formula, then come here, click on FX button, select the ceiling function, press OK, and you will have two fields to fill in. One, the number, other significance, which is nothing but the multiple. Now the number is the formula for selling price, which is cost multiplied by 100% plus the rate. So this is the field where you enter the formula and then the significance or the multiple, which is 5. Yeah, I'm going to drag this down till bottom. If you see, this price has gone off because there is no cost associated with this line. So in this particular case, you manually type the selling price. Now let's do a summary of totals for the cost section also. Before we do that, I would like to rearrange this summary of total little bit in this way. The tax amount, which is 121.6, let's have a tax rate marked here, which is 5%, and we will remove this part from here and recalculate the formula. But before that, we will add here discounted subtotal, and that will be subtotal less discount. Why is this? See, the original formatting of this cell was percentage, so it has retained that. We are going to change it and we are going to use the dollar formatting for that. So discounted subtotal, sometimes the customer wants to know what is the discounted price which he is paying before tax and shipping charges. So this could be one method in which you can have that information. In tax amount, we will use the rate over here and we will reapply the formula on discounted subtotal multiplied by the tax rate. So here we go. Our total price is 2603.6. Now it is not necessary to have percentage based discount. So if you do not wish to give percentage based discount and want to give a flat discount, then it's up to you. You simply delete this part and add a discount of say $100. Now we will have the same subtotal summary for cost area. So I'm going to copy this information and I will paste it here. I'm going to use paste special and values, and I will right align this information. Let's add subtotal for the cost, subtotal for the GP, which is gross profit, discount in case the supplier has given you any discount, and this is useful when all the items are being procured from one supplier. If there is no discount, leave it. Discounted subtotal will be, you can copy this particular bit of formula which is here. I'm going to copy this, come here, right click, paste special and use formula. That is one option. The other option is use formula and number formats. If you use formula and number formats, then you don't have to reapply the number format. Now, tax value is not appearing. That is because this tax value calculation is based on the rate which is here. In this particular case, there is no rate amount here. The second cell on its left is a text. Therefore, it has given an error saying value. So we are going to rewrite the formula, and first we will put the tax rate here 5% and rewrite the formula is equal to this discounted subtotal multiplied by tax rate. There is no discount from supplier. We are going to remove this. Let's say the shipping charges from supplier was just $35. So this is your cost summary. When you have tax, there will be a tax computation payable to the government. So we are charging 5% tax to customer, which is here, and we are paying 5% tax to supplier, which is here. So the net tax which is payable to government is this less the input tax which is we pay to supplier. So we are going to write the title for this, which is now the total profit which we are going to earn in this deal is equal to total selling price less total expense or purchase price less the tax payable. So this gives net gross profit. So let's highlight this in with our yellow color. And second thing we will do is we will change the font of everything related to cost in red, which gives us a visual alert that this is cost information. Let me highlight the cost headers too so that they are prominent.